So today we're going to be looking at Fabwelt. Is it worth investing in, right? Obviously, people are talking about Fabwelt. It's getting a little bit of traction. But yeah, is it worth it? All it's cracked up to be? So that's what we're going to be looking at. What's up, guys? My name is Aaron and welcome to UX Crypto. Hope all of you are doing well out there. If you're new to the channel, then you should subscribe because this is the place you need to be to get really good altcoins, fully reviewed, and know why you're investing, right? And obviously give the video a like if you're new, and you should just like it anyway, right? And yeah, if you want to leave a comment while we're watching this video and give me your opinion while we're going through it, you should definitely do that, okay? But let's not carry on about this all day. Let's go into the charts. All right, let's have a look at it. So yeah, as you can see, the current price is a 1 penny, market cap of 3 million right here. Let's go in. Okay, so here you go, we zoomed in. So 3 million, around 3 million. So yeah, it's still a small coin, really small coin, but yeah, it's starting to grow a bit. So it had a little bit of an uptake right recently. So here you go. You can see we've got a bit of an uptrend, and yeah, not bad at all. So I think they actually done a revamp on their website, so that is why it's looking nice and healthy. But yeah, is it all it's cracked up to be? So this is where we're going to go now. Okay, so this is their website. Let's go to the home, and this is what it's all about. Okay, so they've got a little video right here showing you what they're doing. So I think what everyone knows it for is like kind of like game like Call of Duty, right? So but in Web3, so Web3 gaming. And then as you can see, they've got a whole bunch of other games that seem to be working on. So yeah, some cool stuff, right? But what we're really going to look at is like the whole thing as a whole. So you've got like the ecosystem. So they've got multiple high-end games, play to earn, and in-game NFTs, all connected gameverse. Okay, so then so what are the games? You've got like Fabwelt, which is the main game, so Arsenal, yeah. And this is like the whole Call of Duty thing, right? So you can have a little bit of a play right now and have a little look of what it is. Here's a little bit of the gameplay. Okay, so you kind of get the gist of that, right? Like what it's about, and you can see obviously some nice gameplay right there. But yeah, very much like Call of Duty, right? So yeah, not too bad at all. But here, what's this other stuff? So we've got like some, what's it called, Fanwelt, okay, not Fabwelt. So that's basically like the fan side of things, it seems. Something to do with sport as well. So maybe it's like an online better or something. It says our own custom fantasy team. So yeah, you can basically get like betting on teams, what it seems, right? And then you've got this app here to support that. Seems pretty cool, and yeah, some of the pictures you can see around it. Zoom in. So yeah, this type of stuff here. So yeah, pretty cool. It seems interesting. Yeah, and this other one right here called H2O, that is pretty interesting as well. So a lot of interest there on this one. And then yeah, so it's boat racing, right? So H2O is boat racing. Pretty interesting. Okay, so some of the stuff we want to look at though, right, is in-depth stuff. Okay, so some of the main stuff I would say that we need to look at is like in-depth behind the project, right? So obviously we've got some good stuff right now with the product, like potentially like free games, if you could say that, and obviously want to vet the games a little bit, and that is what I have done on my research, and I'm going to show you it all, right? So let's get back into the main nuts and bolts about it, right? So here we go. So we've got the team, okay? So this is where we want to go in depth with, because obviously the team are the people who would potentially pump the bags for us. And obviously the strength of the team is going to be how good the product or project will be. in the future. This is why this is very important to look at teams. So let's quickly have a look. Okay, so we have got this guy right here. It's going to load for me. We've got the first one, the CEO, so Fabwelt, and yeah, he is currently doing this, but he's also got another project going on, right? So for 2 years he's been working on Fabwelt, and he's also doing something called R Games, and we're going to look at that in a second as well. So, but before that, right, he was like an intern around doing these things, and you know, he hasn't got that much work experience, right? That's what I would say, as in if you're really looking at this, because yeah, he's a CEO like first time, so it's a bit of a risk. So another thing is obviously what is R Games, right? He's working on that at the same time. So I've had a look at R Games. This is the website. So yeah, it's another game console area, right? And yeah, basically I'll play the trailer. So let me quickly play the trailer for you so you can see it. So a long story short, man, it's just a car rotating. Okay, so anyone could do that. Okay, I could do that. I could literally get a car from the internet, put a camera around it, and that'll be the game, right? And in terms of, I'm a UX designer, right? I think the UX on this site is absolutely terrible with this R Games thing. It doesn't do anything. Like, what's this? It's a picture. Okay, so it's not even a navigation. It looks like a picture, like a navigation or something. This is a picture, all right? So yeah, not really that great. And then things just pop out. It doesn't do anything. You know, it looks not too bad, but I think UX wise, it's absolutely shocking. All right, that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys think different. And here's some of the team that they're working on. But as you can see, you've got 3 co-founders, and then yeah, maybe they're putting themselves there, but you can't really get any information on them. Look, you click it, it goes blank, so it's like a broken image. And then basically you've got designers, things like that, right? So I would say if they're working on this, it's not, obviously they're working on it, right? So that might be something I'm prejudging too early. Fair enough if I am, as in but yeah, I wouldn't say this is a great project, this one right now, if you're interested. And then obviously they have a LinkedIn page, which you can see it loads. So yeah, LinkedIn page is here for what they're doing. But yeah, so he's obviously doing 2 things, right? And his track records in terms of a team, I don't know how strong he is, okay? But then we've got our next guy, okay? So that was him, the CEO, and then we've got the founder. So we can look at the founder. So let's have a look at his experience, okay? So here we go. And yeah, so what he is doing, he's obviously working on Fabwelt right now, but he's also working on another project, and it's a Sab, not exactly sure what this language is, but yeah, he's doing something else, right? That's what you need to know, because he's present here and he's obviously present at Fabwelt as well. So his time is not only on Fabwelt, so that's something you should also pay attention to, okay? So another thing is Paveen, okay? So the COO. So let's check out Paveen, okay? So here we go, okay? So he's pretty cool, okay? So he's also working for Capgemini as an engineer, he's yeah, he's an engineer, okay? So yeah, Capgemini is a big company, you know, it's good. So I'll definitely say yeah, all of them has more legs. But the thing again I would say is obviously he's doing this and that at the same time, right? So he's not full-time on Fabwelt, so it's not a full-time team, it's like a hobby or something, right? And then yeah, and obviously before that he's on internships and all of that. So in terms of this team, I wouldn't say it's a very strong team, okay? That's what I would just point out to you. If you're looking to invest in Fabwelt and you think that this is the dog's bollocks and Fabwelt is going to go to the moon, I mean, it could. I'm not saying it couldn't, but it's a very new team, and obviously the experience right there isn't like on full time. So yeah, weigh that into your equation when you're looking at Fabwelt, okay? So what do you guys think? Do you think that, you know, teams are really important when it comes to reviewing coins? Me personally, I really do think it is important, right? So you've got coins like GFAL, which is absolute beast mode on teams. So if we're going to compare them, like, you know, it's not even comparable basically, right? But yeah, let's go in a little bit more with some more research, and we're going to look at the partners, okay? So let's get back. Okay, so we are looking at the partnerships and collaborations, okay? So you can actually see one right now, which is quite interesting, is Myra. And if you actually go on Myra's website, you can actually see the Arsenal game on there. But what I found is quite interesting about that is you can't play it on Myra, okay, this is my whole biggest problem with Myra, and why I haven't really like gone hard with investment of it, is because you can't play any games in it, man. And it's like, oh, you got all these games right there, and they're just there, but you can't play any of them. So that's one downfall for Myra, I would say. And obviously, yeah, it's not the greatest, okay. But then in terms of the partners, they seem pretty interesting. Like, I've had a little look at some of them, and yeah, they all seem legit. You can Google these names, and they do come up. So you got Altura there as well, pretty cool. And yeah, so they do come up. It's not like bogus company or anything, so that's good to know. Okay, it's not all lost, right? And then yeah, and obviously they've got an advisor as well, and he's basically a venture capitalist. Okay, so no one absolutely crazy. He's not like a massive name or anything like that, but yeah, he's a venture capitalist, so there's some money behind this project, so pretty cool. Okay, so some of the other things that you might want to pay attention to with this is the game. Okay, so let's have a little look at the game. Okay, so if you look at Arsenal, so this is the main one that they're pushing, and yeah, it is like the Call of Duty type of thing. So things that I noticed is when I click on to download this, okay, so I did download it, tried to play it, and it doesn't support. It's not supported. Okay, and then my operating system is actually 12.2. okay, and this is available on Mac OS 10.11, and obviously I couldn't play it on desktop. But you know, it might just be my computer. Maybe you guys have played it. Let me know if you have or you haven't, right? But you know, that's not the end of the world, because they actually do have the game on the Google Play Store. Okay, so that's really good to know. But yeah, they have 1,000 downloads on this at the moment. And then yeah, obviously we can't really compare this to Call of Duty because it's not on the same level at all. But that's fine, right? Because Web3 gaming, we're not really expecting it to be on that level. It's just got to be quite fun to play, I would say, right? So, but yeah, it's good that they have it out. So that is a good sign, okay? So other side of things are... So the other side of things is, you know, social media presence and stuff like that, right? We need to look a little bit into that, and, you know, have they got it? So let's go there. So next we are going to, yeah, social media, okay? So in terms of what we're looking like with that, we've got, look, 70,000 followers. So that's pretty good, right? I would rank this quite high in terms of social media presence, especially for a coin, which is 3 million market cap. So, so yeah, not too bad at all, right? And then obviously we are getting some engagement, nothing crazy, okay, like 70 likes and all that. So yeah, there's something to look at, I'd say. Like, you know, you got 4 reshares here, for example, you know, 20 likes, 500 something views, but yeah, you've got 70,000 followers. So could those followers be fake? I don't know, right? I'm not saying they are, as in but would you expect a bit more engagement on posts when you've got 70,000 followers? Just something to think about, okay? And yeah, so that, in terms of that, yeah, not too bad, I'd say, right? But yeah, what we need to look at as well is like basically utility of the token. So what can you actually do with Fabwelt, right? And that's where obviously the token might pump even more because of this. You don't necessarily have to have, like, you know, crazy utility on some of these coins, but yeah, it would be nice to have, right? So let's go there and look at that as well. So let's go back. So what I would say in terms of this is, what can you do? So you can do swap, you can do a pool, you can farm and stake. So in terms of the staking rewards, the APY, you can see here, it is 4.175. okay, so not too bad. It's not bad. I mean, obviously for a new coin, you probably expect this to be a bit higher, because obviously stuff like Cardano and all that, you could stake your rewards there for like the same type of interest, right? And it'll be a lot safer and all that. So yeah, something to think about, but not bad. But it has got some utility behind it, which is good to know. And then yeah, obviously the NFT side of things, which is pretty cool. So I'm not connecting my wallet just for safety reasons. But yeah, in terms of some of the NFTs they've got, like, yeah, you can buy like chips and stuff for the game, like basically assets for the game, which is pretty cool. Not too bad at all. But yeah, something to think about, okay? So yeah. So another thing I would love to talk about with this, right, and this applies to Fabwelt, but you know, loads of other games I've seen as well, crypto gaming, and just games in general, is like who's making these games, right? Are they making these games, or are they like reskins, all these type of things? So I'm going to show you something right now, which maybe you'll be interested in, maybe won't, but it will kind of put a perspective on looking at some of these projects. Okay, so basically, look, if you ever heard of the program called Unity, like, so I'll give you a story. A long time ago, we're talking about like 10 or 11 years ago, I had a gaming company, right? I used to literally build apps and games. And yeah, Unity is a really good program to do that in, right? And you can get reskins, like full-on reskins, right? So here you go. Here is an example of a full-on reskin, which you could buy it for $60, right here. And if I quickly play this for you, you can see the type of thing you can get. Look, right? So literally, this is gameplay of like a Call of Duty style type of fighting game, right? See this? You get the picture, right? You get the picture. So obviously you can see loads of different things. So look, the store on Unity has a whole bunch of different things that you can buy, where they will basically give you a game. Okay, so you pay $60 or euros, that is in this case, and yeah, literally you could get this whole thing, and then you do what you want to do with it. Okay, so something to think about when it comes to these type of projects. I mean, I'm not saying that Fabwelt is a bad project. What I'm saying is, this is a way that these guys might be doing this to just obviously get fundamentals inside their coins, right? I mean, if you look at Fabwelt, it looks pretty basic, and obviously we're looking at the team and the experience side of things, like how are they approaching this, right? They don't have much experience in terms of making games before, right? So I would probably assume that they're just getting reskin games and then, yeah, making them that way, right? So maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, who cares? What I really care about is obviously what do you guys think. So you should definitely leave a comment and let me know if I'm being bad to the Fabwelt team or the project by pointing this out, or I'm missing something here. But you know, maybe I'm not. But obviously, if you're very, very bullish on this, right, we want to look at bullish targets and like super bullish targets, right? So what would a bullish target be, right? So that would be the bullish target right here. Okay, so how can we get this to do really well? So what we're going to look at is the target. Okay, so what is the target? I would say, if you want to be bullish about it, Gala Games, right? So maybe you can't really see what I'm looking at, but we're going to look at the current market cap of Gala right here. Okay, so the current market cap is 345 million. Right, and we're going to try and get Fabwelt to that, and Fabwelt is currently at 3 million right here. Okay, so we need to do some calculations. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to do 3, which we're going to calculate in millions, right? So this is 3, and we're going to times that by 116. Oh god, oh, you're going to go back. Let's do that again. All right, this is the first time using this one, so there you go. Okay, and that gives us, look, 348 million, right? And here you go, so 344 million. So that means you could 116x your money if Fabwelt was to get to Gala Games market cap right now. So pretty cool, right? I mean, yeah, not too shabby. But I would say, yeah, as a bullish target, number one, pretty good. But if you was really bullish on Fabwelt and you thought that Fabwelt was just going to go crazy and go to the moon, right, then we need super bullish target number 2. Okay, super bullish target. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Gala again, and we're going to look at how far it went in the bull run. Okay, so we want to look at bull run scenario and like really bullish, right? So this basically got to around 5 billion in market cap, as you can see here. So yeah, something to look at. So let's do that. Yeah, there you go. So towards 5 billion, right, as we could say. So what would we have to do with our calculation then? Okay, so if we go back to our calculator, we are going to do 3, so the market cap of Fabwelt, and we're going to times that by 1,683, and that gives us 5 billion. Okay, 5 billion in market cap. So that means, yes, you heard it here, right? You could literally 1683x. Okay, if Fabwelt's to do absolutely crazy. I mean, yeah, it's possible, right? It is possible, but we have to see more from them, right? We need to see where this is going to go and all that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below and leave a comment. Okay, and yeah, if you really like this video, then give the video a lovely little like, right? And if you're new to this place, well, you need to subscribe, okay? Because this is the place you need to be to look at all these different altcoins which are coming up. And I'm going to do full in-depth research. And I'm actually a UX researcher, designer by trade. I've been doing it for 11 years. So I do a lot of in-depth research on loads of different projects. And that is what this channel is all about. We're trying to get to the top. I have a saying on this, and it is see you at the top. And that's what the plan is for us, right? We'll see each other at the top of the bull run and have a great portfolio. And I've got a lot more coming out, actually. So you should definitely consider subscribing, because there's just a whole bunch more coming to the channel. So yeah, if you like that, do what you need to do. But if I don't see you though, I'll see you at the top. Bam.